So for 10 years now, whenever I want to buy a new car or a truck, I go to the same guy who has now helped me in 5 purchases. But the thing is, he's actually not a great salesperson at all. I've dealt with much better sales guys in my career. So why do I keep going to him? Well, by the end of this video, you will know exactly why. And maybe you'll ask me to get his contact info, which I would gladly share with you. Well, obviously this video is not about a car salesman. In fact, this has nothing to do with cars. In this video, I will uncover 2 very different approaches to selling real estate. But the principles I'll touch on apply pretty much to any business. In 2011, when I started my real estate business, I really wanted to succeed. So I set some goals for myself. And these goals were mainly focused on the amount of transactions I would close and how much commissions I would earn. So every month I kept raising the bar and worked very hard to achieve those goals. However, very soon I realized that, well, I have it all wrong. And my approach to selling real estate was quota-centric, or in other words, commission-driven. Soon I learned that there is another way, a much better way to build my business, which aligned with my values, was more fulfilling and rewarding. Basically, I discovered what I call a people-centric approach. This approach is laser-focused on achieving my clients' needs and wants instead of my own. Each of these 2 approaches uses a fundamentally different metric for success. The quota-centric model focuses heavily on the number of deals closed per month or year and the total commissions earned. Although there's nothing wrong with tracking the number of transactions and commissions, the question is, if your success is determined solely by those metrics, what are you willing to compromise? Or at what cost are you willing to succeed? When you win, do your clients win too? Is your success truly aligned with your client's success? Very often it doesn't. At least it wasn't always aligning for me when I was focusing solely on my numbers. You probably heard that in business, reputation is everything. But reputation can mean something different for quota-centric compared to people-centric model. For those whose focus is transaction goals, good reputation only means more potential clients and deals. God forbid they start getting some bad reviews, they will go all out to argue that the client is wrong and it wasn't their fault at all. Negative reviews only agitate them, and they don't put any effort in correcting their mistakes. However, in a people-centric approach, success has everything to do with what the clients are saying. Realtors who are laser-focused on client success will exhaust all avenues to make things right and correct their mistakes. For them, their reputation matters, not just because it will help them gain more clients, but because they're actually interested in being the best that they can be and deliver results at the highest level. That is how they measure their success. They are obsessed about their clients' results. Their metric for success looks at how many clients become their raving fans. That's true. And how many lasting relationships they are building. So the number of transactions and commissions earned is just a byproduct of their craft. That is why you will never feel pressured or annoyed by them. They do not give off a used car salesman type of vibe. They know how to listen and hear you. And the results that they achieve are loudly heard all over town. Therefore, they do not need the latest marketing tactics or hacks to close a certain number of transactions per year. They have something much more valuable, and it's their people-centric approach that is laser-focused on their clients' needs and wants. So that is the reason why I keep going back to Daryl whenever I'm thinking about buying a new truck or SUV. He is that type of sales guy. Never pushes me, never tries to manipulate me. He doesn't even have to call me to keep reminding me to buy from him. Always honest, real, and willing to listen and hear exactly what I want. So whether you are a realtor, a salesperson, a business owner, or an employee, you can also choose to adopt a people-centric approach. It will pay you dividends for years to come. And then, someday, you can call me and thank me. I hope you found some value in this video. If you did, give us a thumbs up subscribe, and share it with someone. Thank you for watching.